I've used AI platforms like ChatGPT and Grammarly, but very sparingly because I just prefer to do things the old school way. Developing the AI prompts and modifying them multiple times to get the AI to generate anything close to what I was imagining just felt like a rabbit hole. I found that it was often faster to just complete my task without it. Last week, though, I was talking to my brother in law, who works as an IT professional for In N Out Corporate. We got into discussion about AI, its positives and negatives, and how we use them in our respective professions. We agreed on two things. One, AI is here to stay, and two, AI is a tool for enhancing, not replacing, critical thinking and creativity. After our conversation, I decided that maybe it's time to improve how I integrate AI into my lesson planning, not so much as a tool for my students to use, but as a tool to help me develop or modify materials, resources, and lessons for teaching. I narrowed my choices to courses having to do with improving my Google platform implementation. I decided to go with Google AI for educators, as I felt it would give me a wider range or overview of products into which Gemini, Google's AI powered assistant, has been integrated. It also gave me an opportunity to practice creating prompts for Gemini that I may use this upcoming school year. The course was relatively straightforward. It started with a survey and walked me through different ways to use Gemini. I was searching for a text to speech function, but could not find one. This meant I had to read through each section. There's nothing wrong with that, but I just I was just disappointed and a little surprised as Google seems to pride itself on being accessible to all users. Without the text to speech function, I would say the course took about an hour and a half of me reading through each activity and another hour of practicing and trying it out on my own. What I liked about the course, though, was that Google emphasized that Gemini is an AI powered assistant. It's a good way to of reminding the user that the software is there to help us with professional tasks, not do them for us. During our professional development days at our school, we sometimes have opportunities to meet as a grade level and share what we have going on in our classrooms. Gemini will be one of the things I share this school year. There's a lot to cover in a single session, so if I had to choose two that I could share with my colleagues, they would probably be the format for writing prompts and the tool for tackling common misconceptions. Google uses a nifty acronym, PARTS, PARTS, to help us remember the format for writing prompts. P is for persona, who it is that is creating the prompt. A is for aim, or the objective of the prompt. R is for a recipient, or who the prompt is for. T is for theme, referring to the length or tone of the output. And lastly, there's S, which refers to the structure of the output. Here's an example of a prompt I created for generating an all about me activity for beginning the school year. P. I'm a fourth and fifth grade combination teacher. A. Bring some ideas for beginning of the year all about me introduction activities. R. For a culturally diverse group of 34th and 5th graders. Be sure the activities are fun, can be done while students are in their seats, and has opportunities for both collaborative and independent work. Use the flow map to outline the progression of the lessons. And here on the left, you see the actual handout that Google offers that we can hand out to our colleagues when we want to share it with them. This is what it generated. It allowed me to make the lesson longer, shorter, or adjust the tone. I exported it to a Google Doc and will manually tweak it to fit my needs, which is something I need to remember to point out to my colleagues who have minimal to no experience with using generative AI. The second tool I may share is the Tackling Common Misconceptions tool, found in Gemini for Google Classroom. This tool generates common errors that students may make and gives choices of interventions for addressing those errors. In the example on the next page, I generated possible mistakes that fifth graders make when writing paragraphs. This tool might be useful to assist my colleagues and I on what things to look for when we teach particular skills or lessons. And you can see that it generated some pretty cool intervention pieces for addressing, like, for example, the misconception of um, students believing that the paragraph is simply a collection of sentences or same topic without a clear central idea. Those are just two examples of ways to use Gemini to assist with our day-to-day tasks. I feel like the Google course was a good introduction. While I'm not completely unfamiliar with I think the course broadened my idea of the type of tasks that it can be useful for. The benefit of these Google courses and professional developments is that opens the door to many possibilities of technology integration. This benefit is that the doors are now open. Just like shopping at Costco, it's, it's good to have a shopping list, but before entering the store to prevent from buying too much. You know how that goes. Similarly, the challenge with learning about AI is that there's so much to learn and so many possibilities that digging out these possibilities can become a time drain, a rabbit hole that's hard to get out of. Thus, curating the purposes of particular technology skills we want to develop may alleviate this disadvantage.